Well, we knew it was going to be a tough game. First period, second period, we had to work for everything we got. And I think our focus was to play for 60, play our game for 60 minutes. And I think for the most part, we did. Sweden does some things very well. They're very, very organized on the ice. So they don't make it easy. And, we didn't have a lot of chances in the first couple of periods. I thought they did a good job keeping us to the outside. Their goalie played well. And then when we got that third goal, they had to open it up, and it gave us a little bit more opportunity.
Coach, the team hasn't been together a super long time, but can you maybe put into words from your perspective as a coach how you've seen Bedard develop and mature and adjust to this higher level of play over the time you've seen him?
I said to him before the game tonight, I said, Bedsy, I said, this is your type of game, isn't it? And he goes, I'm not sure, coach. So I don't know if he feels the pressure or doesn't feel the pressure, but he's an elite hockey player at a young age, can play against 17-year-olds for the most part, and he knows how to score. One of the things that he's very good at is he's not really a high risk player. He doesn't turn many pucks over, and offensive players usually tend to turn a few more over just because they're taking chances, and he really doesn't. He's got an elite shot, and he loves shooting. He was really mad at himself. I think it was in the second period when he had a pretty good chance and he didn't score, and he came back to the bench and he was frustrated. And that just says, how much he expects of himself and his ability to score.
Yeah. Canada doesn't often do well at this tournament because obviously a lot of the players are in Memorial Cup playoffs now, but so you've got a really strong team. Do you kind of pinch yourself right about now after this win and say, man, we are crazy good?
Well, we don't have Quebec. So we do have one third of the teams not here. But yes, we do have Alan Miller's put together a real strong team here for us to coach. We felt very strong that we could score goals. And we've been preaching to our players, if we can get out of our zone, get through the neutral zone, get in the offensive zone, we're going to create some chances, and we have the ability to shoot the puck in the net. So we know we have talented players, just a matter of making sure that we're defending as well.
So you've got 24 hours, one game left. You players obviously feel incredibly confident. How do you sort of harness that confidence, let them feel really good, but not get too jacked up and maybe take the other opponents too lightly tomorrow?
What we've been doing, pretty much from start we've been selling the players on, if we defend and work hard in our own zone, have good breakouts, defend well, D-zone coverage very well, get through the neutral zone, as I just said, and play in the O-zone, we're going to have a chance to win. So every time we show them a video session, we show us doing all those little things in the defensive zone and the neutral zone to get it into the offensive zone. So all the hard work we had to do to get it into the offensive zone, where obviously that's where you get your scoring chances and your goals.
You're just talking a lot about details and little things. Othman seems to be a guy who can play with talent. He can play with grit. He can get under the opposition's skin. What have your impressions of his play been to this point?
I think he's really come around. He's kind of I don't know if he was always a detail guy, but we've been hammering details into him about positioning, puck play. And he's got some great hockey sense to him. He's got good hands. He does not mind getting dirty at all. And he's cleaned up a little bit his positional play. He kind of was a bit of a rover before. Now he's playing his, the left wing side with Wright very well, good positionally, offensively and defensively. And he kind of shone tonight for me. He was telling the next left winger up, he goes, I'm going to be short, so be ready for me. So I think, the demands so far are starting to wear down some of our guys. But I thought he played a whale of a game from the first minute to the last minute.
What was the messaging from your team? Like, first period, you got some shots mostly from the outside. It's tough to get that inner ice. What was the messaging about frustration and so on as you moved into the second when things started to open up a little bit?
We talked before the game about expecting a tough game from the Swedes. And so just a bit of a mindset for our players that they were ready for things to be hard, ready for things the offense not to always be easy. So I think that was our messaging in the second intermission, is we don't have to change anything. We're up 2-1. We just have to keep doing all the little things that we've been talking about. And they have to try to push the issue a little bit. They did, and it kind of created, they had to score a goal. So it kind of it created some opportunities for us. And we got that third one and then just kind of went from there.
Just lastly, from you and your staff, more so Stutzy than Gordy, who's been there recently, but how much fun has this been to work with the younger group? And do you think it's revitalized? Maybe you guys have been working with the pros for so long.
Well, I've been having a blast, and I know I can speak for Stutz myself. Our whole staff has been fantastic. I don't imagine there's a better group of people, our management that there's a better group of people to work with. It's been an absolute joy. I think that's part of the reason why we've had success is because we have a lot of good people working hard together. We care about each other, and it's showing a little bit on the ice for sure.
Abby Mastracco from Elite Prospects. What has impressed you the most about Shane Wright in this tournament?
His want. He loves to win, and he wants to succeed himself at whatever he's trying to do. He's just a guy that's very serious about being one of the best players on the ice. He wants to do things right all the time. He's got great hands. He can shoot. He can do everything. He's just been a little hampered because he's not feeling 100%. But that being said, he's provided leadership throughout every game he's played in. He's on the bench talking to his line mates. He's on the bench talking to the D. He's communicating very well, and he's just he's an easy guy to play. You really don't have to give him a lot of coaching because he knows how to play the game both ways.
So we see the offense, we see the scoring. What don't we see about him? What's he been like sort of off the ice? You talked about the leadership from a young age. Just what have you gathered about him from some of the off the ice stuff in this tournament?
Well, he's very serious. He was playing cornhole last night after dinner, and he's not giving an inch. He's got a cornhole bag hanging on the edge, and he's saying, "Yeah, that's 2 points, not one," type of thing. So, he's very serious about what he does. He's a very proud guy, and and that's why he's our captain. You could see in him right away. He's one of our better players, if not the best, and he's right there. He's involved with everything. He's a great teammate as well.
Dave, just a couple comments on Chase Stillman.
Thought he had a whale of a game tonight. His physicality, he's one of those guys who knows how to hit. And, he had a couple hits in one shift that kind of got the bench going a little bit in the third period. Scored a goal tonight, real nice goal. Was very befitting because he's been working hard the whole time. I had him on the fourth line a little bit, had him on the second line a little bit. So he's kind of worked his way into a good role on our third line. And he's a guy that we can trust. And he's another guy who knows his role and knows how he can help us. And a little bit of that is his physicality, hitting guys. And, the other team notices him when he's out there.
Is it still surprising to you for these teenagers and some of these kids to learn the competitiveness and some of those leadership skills at a young age? Or do you just find these kids are so used to, like a Shane Wright, leading their team for so many years now?
Everybody's at a little bit different stage, I think, in regards to maturity levels and handling things. You got some quieter guys, you got some more vocal guys. I think they're coming into their own and figuring out who they are as people and hockey players. But we found we got a nice little family going right now. It's been a lot of fun, as I said earlier, just to another reporter. It's been a great ride, and our whole staff and all the players, all the coaches are enjoying it. We want to get one more win.
Connor, since we talked about this after the last game, I'd better ask you again. How did you sleep? How did you get out of bed this morning?
Body was aching pretty good, but I felt a little better today than the last game. But no, I had a pretty good sleep. Felt good this morning, and my legs felt pretty good.
I know it's been only 6 games in 10 or 11 days or something, but you're obviously seeing the game so much better now than a couple of weeks ago. Can you describe what's happened over that time and just how you've evolved or how you feel you're seeing the game a bit better?
Yeah, I don't think I was playing too great in the round robin. I was a little frustrated with my game. I wasn't like Shane, I got 3 goals in my first game. So no, but I mean, just I think my legs feel a lot better. I was pretty tired those first 4 games for some reason, I don't know why, but just being able to kind of get some confidence with those greasy goals last night, and being able to put a few in tonight. So that's just huge for the confidence. And we've been winning every game. So if we can kind of keep that, and we got a good team confidence going right now. So I think if we can bring that in tomorrow, we have a good chance of winning.
Shane, you early in the third period when Connor scored that early goal and it's 3-1, it seemed like Sweden just sagged and you just dominated the rest of the game. Did you guys feel that sense that third goal was really the clincher?
Yeah, I feel like throughout the second and third, I feel like really brought pressure to them. We're getting a lot of high quality chances on them, and I think it was only a matter of time before one of them went in and opened those floodgates. And Bedsy made a nice play. And scored that goal, and obviously opened it up for the boys to get a few other goals after that one. So definitely happy with the effort, and definitely happy with how we played.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, Sam Cosentino, Sportsnet. Shane, what changed for you guys after the first period? It seems like, I know I didn't score a ton in the second period, but things seemed to open up a lot from the second and obviously in the third. What changed for you guys? What did you do differently?
I think we just need to keep the game simple. Make sure we were, making our passes. We weren't, turn the puck over all. I think just playing in their end and, getting those pucks on net and making sure that, we were playing smart, we were reloading hard and not giving them any opportunities. Obviously, we definitely picked our play in the second and carried that on to the third. So I think that was, definitely the biggest thing for us.
Connor, for you, Mason, he's like a beast out there. What's it like to play with him, and how effective and how helpful has he been for your game?
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, he rooms with me too, and he beats me up a lot. He's a strong guy. So yeah, just his dominance in the corners and being able to use his size so well. He's jacked, and he kind of throws guys around, especially now that he's playing against guys his own age. It's I kind of feel bad for everyone that's going into battles with him a little bit. Playing with him has been a lot of fun. I kind of just try to follow him around, and I feel like the puck pops out every time. So yeah, it's been great to play with him.